Hey, Celtics fans. Tonight is one of those nights that really has you on the edge of your seat. After dropping that first game against the Sixers, there's no question that the Celtics are looking for some serious redemption. We all saw what happened in that opener. Maxey and VJ Edgecombe came into the Garden and absolutely took control of the game. It was a shock to many of us, even though we knew Philly had some talent waiting to explode. Now, the Celtics have the perfect chance to show what they're truly made of, to bounce back in front of the home crowd, and to take some meaningful steps in the Emirates Cup. This isn't just about a regular game. There's pride on the line, and the team knows that. Paul George will be absent tonight, which certainly shifts the dynamic, but Joel Embiid is expected to play about 20 to 24 minutes. Even though that's not a huge amount of time, we've already seen in recent games that Embiid has looked different, more explosive, more aware, and ready to take over when needed. The Celtics' focus will likely be on crashing the boards hard and making every possession count. Offensive rebounds, in particular, could be a key area to gain an advantage. Naimi Escada has shown a knack for grabbing those extra opportunities, and when you can convert those into points, it can really swing the momentum in your favor. Historically, Embiid isn't a monster rebounder many expect him to be. His numbers this season suggest he's averaging around 5 boards per game, which is far below his career average. That opens the door for the Celtics to challenge Philly on the glass, especially offensively, and create second-chance points that could make a real difference in a close matchup. But the challenge isn't just Embiid. The real test lies in handling Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Maxey has been nothing short of sensational, putting up nearly 38 points per game with incredible shooting efficiency. Around 45% from the field, 47% from three, and 87% from the free throw line. Edgecombe isn't far behind, averaging 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 5.5 assists, shooting over 40% from beyond the arc. The pace at which these two operate is relentless, flying up and down the court and forcing defenses to make split-second decisions. The Celtics now have to figure out how to contain them without overcommitting, and that's going to require smart rotations and defensive awareness. It's one thing to slow down a single star guard, but when 2 players of this caliber are running the show, the challenge multiplies. In the first game, the Celtics were out-rebounded slightly on the offensive glass, and while they managed to hold their own defensively, giving up 10 offensive rebounds allowed Philly to create extra scoring opportunities. Tonight, rotations have shifted, and with players like Josh Minard stepping into a larger role after his recent performances, there's more depth to work with. Bench contributors like Tillman and Garza could provide crucial minutes to maintain energy and defensive intensity. Luka Garza, in particular, has been inspirational off the court as well, with his personal story and dedication resonating with fans and teammates alike. The shooting performance from the first game was another area of concern. The Celtics struggled to get their shots to fall, especially from three-point range, hitting only about 25%. That won't cut it tonight if they want to compete with Philly's dynamic backcourt. Players like Peyton Pritchard and Derek White need to find rhythm and efficiency, and while early-season shooting slumps can happen, their roles in both scoring and playmaking will be critical. Pritchard, for example, is averaging 6 to 7 assists per game, showing he's contributing in multiple ways even if the shots aren't falling yet. Meanwhile, Tatum's presence as the primary offensive option helps ease some of the burden from the supporting cast, allowing them to focus on spacing, movement, and opportunistic scoring when it comes. On the defensive end, the question remains, who will step up to slow down Maxey and Edgecombe? Derek White has proven to be capable of big plays, especially in transition and team defense. But can he stay on Maxey for the majority of the game? It will likely require coordinated defensive schemes, help rotations, and smart switching to make life difficult for Philly's guards without leaving other vulnerabilities open. Contesting shots, closing out effectively on three-pointers, and preventing easy drives to the basket will be key components of a successful game plan. Tonight also represents a larger opportunity for the Celtics in the context of the Emirates Cup. Every game matters, and while some may not be focused on the cup itself, the competition gives players a chance to build momentum, test rotations, and measure themselves against quality opponents. Wins here could be crucial in shaping confidence for the regular season while also creating memorable moments for fans. Facing teams like the Magic and Nets in this group means that point differential can also play a role, adding another layer of strategy to each matchup. For Boston, controlling the pace, taking smart shots, and executing their defensive game plan will be essential not just for tonight, but for positioning themselves as contenders in the Cup. Looking around the league, it's clear that every night brings surprises. The Spurs are off to a perfect start, with rookies making massive contributions and establishing themselves as serious contenders. Other Eastern Conference teams, like the Bucks, are proving that games can swing in unexpected ways even without star players on the floor. This kind of volatility makes tonight's Celtics-Sixers clash even more intriguing. Every possession matters, and small details, like rebounding battles, three-point efficiency, and defensive rotations, can be the difference between a win and a loss. Fans should expect a high-intensity contest where energy, focus, and execution are on display from the opening tip. With all of this in mind, the Celtics are entering a pivotal moment. They have the talent, the depth, and the coaching to respond after a tough loss, but the challenge is formidable. Philly's guards are operating at peak efficiency. Embiid is a constant threat, even in limited minutes, and the team must overcome early season inconsistencies. Tonight is about adjustments, execution, and proving that Boston can compete with anyone in the league. Every rebound, contested shot, and timely basket will carry weight, and the Garden atmosphere will add another dimension to the intensity. Celtics fans should be ready for a roller coaster night full of excitement, strategy, and the kind of basketball that makes this sport so compelling. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the chance for redemption is here. As the game unfolds tonight, all eyes will be on how Boston adjusts to Philly's high-powered backcourt. Maxey and Edgecombe are not just scoring machines. They dictate tempo, push the pace, and force defenders into split-second decisions. The Celtics' defensive strategy will have to be precise, combining tight on-ball pressure with help-side rotations. Derek White, Pritchard, and even Tatum at times will need to communicate constantly, switching assignments and closing driving lanes without sacrificing spacing. Tonight will likely be a chess match, where every small adjustment can tilt the momentum and every defensive stop could energize the team and the fans in the stands. The Garden atmosphere is notoriously electric, and the Celtics thrive when the crowd is fully engaged, feeding off that energy to make plays that change the course of a game. Offensively, Boston must find rhythm early. Game 1 highlighted some struggles with shot selection and finishing, but this is a team that thrives on ball movement and patience. Tatum and Brown provide stability and scoring, but the role players like Pritchard, White, and Garza need to step up in crucial moments. When these players move without the ball, set screens, and hit open shots, they create space and force Philly to defend multiple threats at once. This kind of spacing is essential against a team that relies on fast break opportunities and quick decision-making. The Celtics' offensive flow will need to balance patience with urgency, hitting open shots and capitalizing on every defensive rebound turned into a scoring chance. Controlling pace while forcing the Sixers to execute in half-court settings could be the key to tipping the game in Boston's favor. Another element to consider is the Celtics' bench rotation. With Josh Minard coming off a double-double performance in the last game, his energy and versatility will be valuable. Players like Tillman and Garza are expected to contribute in short bursts, maintaining intensity while giving starters a chance to rest. Bench production has been a crucial factor in early season games, especially when matchups become challenging. These minutes could determine who wins the rebounding battles, who forces turnovers, and who provides crucial points off the bench. Boston's depth will be tested, and how well the team integrates its bench players could influence not just the outcome tonight, but the overall cohesion and confidence as the season progresses. One of the key storylines will be how well the Celtics handle the transition game. Philly's guards excel at pushing the ball and creating opportunities before the defense is set. Boston's ability to anticipate passes, close lanes, and contest shots in transition will be critical. Defensive communication will be tested as players switch, recover, and cover for each other. Forcing Philly to slow down and play in the half-court could be an advantage, allowing Boston to utilize set plays and exploit mismatches. The Celtics' discipline and transition defense, combined with smart rotations and awareness, will determine whether Maxey and Edgecombe can impose their pace or whether Boston can dictate how the game flows. Shooting efficiency is another area of focus. The first game revealed struggles from beyond the arc, with Pritchard and White needing to improve their percentages. Early season numbers can be deceiving, and small sample sizes often hide a player's true shooting ability. Pritchard, for instance, is a career 40% shooter from three, and White is a strong catch-and-shoot threat. Both need to find confidence tonight, hitting timely shots to relieve pressure from Tatum and Brown. Success from these players will spread the floor, prevent Philly from overcommitting, and create more opportunities for fast breaks or open mid-range shots. Every three-pointer and open look becomes magnified in a game like this, where momentum swings can happen quickly. Another interesting dynamic comes from player matchups. While Boston has the talent to slow down one elite guard, the dual threat posed by Maxey and Edgecombe creates a tougher scenario. The Celtics' defensive game plan will need to be fluid, with help defenders ready to rotate quickly and contest shots without leaving openings elsewhere. Tatum and Brown may also be required to take on unconventional defensive assignments, balancing scoring and defensive responsibilities. The ability to adapt on the fly, switch seamlessly, and contest shots while maintaining spacing is a testament to both coaching strategy and player awareness. Teams that struggle with this fluidity often see games slip away in the final minutes, especially against explosive backcourts. Rebounding remains a critical area where Boston can gain an advantage. Embiid, despite his size and presence, has not been as dominant on the boards as expected. Offensive rebounds, in particular, provide second-chance opportunities and can swing the game in high-stakes matchups. Boston's focus on crashing the glass and capitalizing on these opportunities could be a deciding factor. Players like Kata and Menard, who have shown strong rebounding instincts, will be essential in tipping the balance. Securing boards also means controlling the pace, allowing Boston to initiate fast breaks and create open shots before Philly's defense can set up. It's a small detail, but in games of this caliber, every board counts. Tonight is also about momentum and confidence. After a big win over Cleveland, the Celtics enter with renewed energy, but the challenge against Philly is different. The Sixers' dynamic backcourt, combined with Embiid's interior presence, tests every aspect of Boston's game: shooting, defense, pace control, and rotation management. Each possession is an opportunity to reinforce team identity and build rhythm, while every mistake can be magnified in a fast-paced, high-intensity environment. The Garden will be loud, the players will feel the pressure, and fans should expect a back-and-forth battle that emphasizes strategy, skill, and execution. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In what is already being described as one of the most shocking moves of the NBA offseason, the Boston Celtics have reportedly made a stunning play for Oklahoma City Thunder star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Sources close to the matter suggest that the Celtics are in advanced talks to acquire the 6'6" guard, sending shockwaves through the league and leaving fans, analysts, and even rival front offices scrambling to make sense of the audacious move. Gilgeous-Alexander, often praised for his combination of agility, scoring prowess, and playmaking ability, has long been the centerpiece of the Thunder's rebuilding project. His name has been linked to trade rumors before, but few expected a team like Boston, already loaded with talent and championship aspirations, to make such a bold push. Insiders hint that the Celtics are willing to offer a package involving multiple young players and future draft picks, signaling that they are ready to sacrifice depth for a bona fide superstar capable of redefining their roster overnight. The potential fit in Boston is tantalizing for fans. Gilgeous-Alexander would join forces with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, forming a perimeter trio that could dominate both ends of the floor. Analysts are already speculating how coach Joe Mazzulla might tweak his offensive schemes to accommodate SGA's elite scoring and playmaking. The Celtics' blend of defensive tenacity and offensive versatility seems tailor-made for a player of his caliber, but questions remain about chemistry and long-term sustainability. Meanwhile, the rumor has sent Oklahoma City's front office into a whirlwind of speculation. Trading a young, franchise-level talent like Gilgeous-Alexander would mark a significant pivot for the Thunder, who have been slowly building a team around him. While some suggest the Thunder could receive a bounty of draft picks and promising prospects in return, others worry about the perception of letting go of a rising star so early in his career. For now, Celtics fans are buzzing, imagining the possibilities and debating how far this team could go with Gilgeous-Alexander in the fold. The league, too, is watching closely. If the deal materializes, it would instantly reshape the balance of power in the Eastern Conference and leave a ripple effect that could extend across the NBA. Whether this is a genuine front office masterstroke or just another off-season rumor, one thing is certain. The Celtics' name is now at the center of one of the NBA's most tantalizing storylines, and all eyes will be on Boston and Oklahoma City as this story unfolds. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.